21 Lessons for the 21st Century by Yuval Noah Harari is an exploration of the challenges and issues that define our contemporary world. Through 21 essays, Harari examines everything from the impact of artificial intelligence and biotechnology to political polarization, climate change, and individual identity. With a focus on how we might navigate these critical, often overwhelming questions in the modern age. Here's a detailed breakdown of the book's main themes, chapter by chapter. Part 1: The Technological Challenge. In the first section, Harari addresses how technology is transforming our society, particularly focusing on artificial intelligence, AI, and biotechnology. Disillusionment. Harari discusses the decline of 20th-century ideologies, like liberalism, and the growing disenchantment with democracy and globalism, especially as technology accelerates the dissemination of misinformation. Work, AI and automation are forecasted to disrupt employment across the globe. Harari ponders what jobs will be left for humans and if a universal basic income might be a solution. Liberty. Surveillance technology gives governments and corporations the power to monitor individuals constantly. Harari questions the cost to personal freedoms as technology enables total surveillance. Equality. The potential for extreme inequality grows with technology, particularly as advances in biotechnology and AI might be accessible only to the rich, creating a superhuman elite. Part 2: The Political Challenge. This section shifts to the social and political implications of rapid technological change. Community. Harari highlights the struggle to maintain a sense of community in a world where traditional social structures are fragmenting. Civilization. As globalization brings cultures closer, Harari explores the question of whether we can maintain peaceful coexistence despite our differences. Nationalism. Harari examines the resurgence of nationalism in an increasingly interconnected world, considering whether it could ever truly coexist with global cooperation. Religion. Religion is analyzed as a persistent influence, even as secularism and science grows stronger. Harari argues that religion may adapt by focusing on issues science can't answer, like meaning and values. Immigration. He examines the divisive debate on immigration, challenging readers to consider the balance between compassion and economic reality. Part 3: Despair and Hope. In this section, Harari examines existential issues facing humanity, including the environment, terrorism, and the human quest for meaning. Terrorism. Harari argues that terrorism is psychologically powerful but often less of a statistical threat compared to other dangers. War. He contends that large-scale wars between superpowers may be less likely than in the past due to the high costs and the deterrent of nuclear weapons. Humility. Harari addresses the importance of humility, particularly for the West, which has historically dominated much of global culture and policy. God. He contemplates the future of religion, particularly the role of secularism as a source of ethical guidance in the absence of traditional religious authority. Secularism. Harari discusses secular ethics, urging that secularism could provide a coherent moral framework that emphasizes compassion, truth, and responsibility. Part 4: Truth. This part is about the challenges posed by misinformation and the difficulty of finding truth in an era dominated by the internet and mass media. Ignorance. Harari highlights the difficulty of distinguishing truth from misinformation in a world saturated with conflicting sources of information. Justice. This chapter explores how we define justice in a world where social and economic inequality is skyrocketing. Post-truth. Harari argues that propaganda and spin, amplified by social media, have eroded the meaning of truth. Science fiction. He discusses the role of science fiction in shaping public perception of technological and societal developments. Part 5: Resilience. The final section focuses on how individuals can navigate an uncertain future and cultivate a sense of purpose and resilience. Education. Harari emphasizes the importance of adapting education systems to teach skills like critical thinking and adaptability instead of rote memorization, preparing students for a rapidly changing world. Meaning. This chapter delves into the search for meaning in a secular world, exploring how individuals can find purpose beyond traditional religious frameworks. Meditation. Harari concludes with a personal reflection on meditation, which he sees as a way to foster mental clarity and self-awareness in a chaotic world. Key takeaways. Unprecedented technological change, Harari repeatedly underscores how AI and biotechnology are creating unknown, potentially unmanageable futures. Global governance challenges, issues like climate change, nuclear proliferation, and technology regulation need a collective approach, yet nationalism threatens global cooperation. The crisis of meaning and identity, as traditional ideologies and religious narratives lose sway, many people feel unmoored. Harari suggests that building resilience and purpose is essential. Misinformation and truth, the post-truth era poses a profound challenge to democracy, with misinformation undermining trust in institutions. Conclusion. 21 Lessons for the 21st Century is a call for humanity to confront existential questions with a new sense of humility, open-mindedness, and flexibility. Harari doesn't offer easy solutions, but rather highlights the urgency of adapting our ways of thinking to match the scope of the issues at hand. The book encourages readers to think critically, embrace lifelong learning, and find ways to retain their sense of identity and purpose amid the overwhelming tides of change. In essence, Harari combines insights from history, philosophy, and technology to provide readers with tools for understanding, if not fully solving, the challenges of the 21st century.